You are on.
Hello.
Good afternoon. Welcome back, everybody. Good to see you again.
We made it.
We made it.
Not by much.
Sometimes that's just the way it is, I guess. So I'm starting to feel a little bit better, a little bit clearer. Thanks to everyone for the well wishes, and to Sally and Don Messenger for the card. I really appreciate it. It's very kind of you to think of me.
Very cool. Say gong.
So, thanks. Gong.
See? You can say it. The world is right again.
And the reason he wanted me to say it is because his mom is doing her daily... Well, it's on the list. We want to make sure we hit it.
Oh, I lost our friend here. Hold on.
So his mom is doing Vivian Nan Grady is doing a daily gong, which I can say this week, at 2:22 every single day for another, I believe, 90 days. Tomorrow is day number 10. And if she misses one, she has to go back and start again, which is exactly what I tell my students. Yes.
No.
Yes. So if my students encounter something that's really tough, a bad measure or a difficult measure or whatever, that's what they have to do. They play it 20 times, and if they screw up, they have to go back to measure one, which might explain why some of my students get a little frustrated. But hey,
that's why some of them aren't your students anymore.
And the ones that are get their measures right. So
that's right. That is the measure of a student.
It is. Ooh, nice turn of phrase.
How about that?
So cute. So, anyway.
We're going to play some music for you today.
Four today.
Let's go downtown.
Sounds good to me. Come on, baby, let's go downtown. Come on, baby, let's go downtown. I got $1 in my pocket and a brand new pair of shoes. Let's go downtown. Come on, little lady, won't you ride with me? Come on, little lady, won't you ride with me? We got nothing but time and almost nothing to lose. Let's go downtown.
Oh, now there's a place I know where we can dance all night. They got mirrors on the walls, mirrors on the ceiling, mirrors on the ball, and it gets me feeling alright. Every time I go downtown,
Come on, honey, let's have some fun. Come on, honey, let's have some fun. I got a rocket in my pocket and I aim to light the fuse when I get downtown.
Get a bite to eat. Got the best crawdads you ever have had, served by my mama and a little old dad. I have my old friend Pete right downtown. Oh, downtown.
Come on, baby, let's go downtown. Come on, baby, let's go downtown. I got gas in the van and a band that plays the blues. And we're headed downtown. Headed downtown. Headed downtown. Headed downtown. Gotta love the hard stop.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. Because we're headed downtown.
Well, it was interesting. I did a little experiment there. I went back to my 4-string and I realized, oh my gosh, I wanted that extra string so badly.
She's been playing 5 strings for a while now.
It feels like forever, but I guess not that long. But you get used to it in a hurry.
About 3 months, 3, 4.
So
Chuck Auerbach says that he's glad you don't play the fiddle with your nose.
Good thing, too, right?
Yeah, it'd be runny.
Vivian Ann Grady says thank you for the awesome shirts.
Ooh,
You're
yeah.
welcome.
And I understand they look pretty good in them, too. So
Yes,
it's always
indeed.
nice. That's a good reminder for me to say, because I keep forgetting.
Buy our shirts.
Yeah, please. Please. Oh, my gosh. I have to clear space in the basement for a workbench. I'm going to start rehearing bows here soon, and so I'd love to get rid of some shirts.
Did you say
Shirts.
red herring?
No. But I would love to get rid of some shirts. I'm
What do
not
our
letting
shirts
you
look
draw me
like?
into some weird
That didn't
conversation.
really fit, did it? What I said.
No. Stop it.
Get it? Red
Stop
herring?
it. What, dear?
What do the shirts look like?
Oh.
They
where
look
are
like
they?
this.
Here it is. That's our new design, courtesy of
Grady
Jack
one.
East.
Indeed.
You'll see him as senior, but he's really, he's like
He's really junior.
lurking as junior, but you know. Some
he's-
kids, you can't get them to leave their
Some
parents' account
little
alone.
kids, they steal their parents' account and they get online. Crazy.
Seriously.
Funny when the kid is 60 and the dad is 84.
80
you know,
something,
so
yeah.
What are you going to do?
Some things never change.
I guess that's so nobody will find him.
Where are the shirts
Because they'll look
available?
for Jack East and they'll be like, oh, no, that senior must not be him.
Must not be him.
Where are the shirts available?
They are available online. Thank you, Rhiannon. That's our lovely and talented producer, Rhiannon Miller. Yay! Doing all of our camera work and sound work
That
and
was a
chat
total
work.
Kermit movement.
Yay! But anyway, yes, you can find them on our website, which is GradyMillerMusic.com. We just launched
so
a
appropriate.
new. I know, right? It's like we planned it or something. But we just launched a new design on that website not that long ago. It now has a merch page. You can go and buy hats and CDs and T-shirts and all sorts of fun stuff. And I will happily ship it out to you. Let's give the Postal Service a little bit more money and work to do and
That's right.
stuff.
It'll only take 17 weeks for it to get to
Roughly, yes. So that I can't control. If you request alternate shipping, I'll give it to you. Just ask.
you. Right. And if you want us to send you an application for a voting ballot along with it, it'll take like a month and a half.
At least.
2-3 months at
Yeah,
least.
yeah.
So,
Rough. Well, let's see. Roughly, like what, 95 days, something.
yeah, it'll
like
take
that?
about
Yeah.
97 and a half days.
Roughly,
Yeah.
yes. So anyway, actually, anybody that wants to buy a hat, T-shirt, or CD today, I'll throw in a free poster, and I always give
Really?
give free stickers. Yeah.
Wow. It's going to increase the shipping because the size is going to be like
Well, I'm gonna fold it. Sorry.
it's like 3 by 4 feet. Or
Something. No. Anyway,
oh, okay.
how about we play a song?
You are such trouble.
I try. I ain't got time to wait for trouble to find me. The day that I was born, my mama told my nurse, I think my little baby girl was born under curse. Her eyes are full of mischief, and she ain't even cried.
That doesn't sound right.
And I told her daddy she was his, but then again I might have lied. Now I only misbehave a little. I was just trying to have some fun. I tell you, babe, from this point on, I swear you're the only one. I got the devil on my shoulder. They say God will set me free. But oh yeah, I ain't got time to wait for trouble to find me. Now I'm standing at the altar when the preacher says to you, cross my fingers just for luck, and said, you know I do. I'll be here with you, baby, until the end of time.
I hope so now.
Now I swear to God I meant it, but then again I might have lied.
Yeah, I thought
It's
so.
just a little lie. I only misbehave a little. I was just trying to have some fun. I tell you, babe, from this point on, I swear you're the only one. I got the devil on my shoulder. They say God will set me free. But oh yeah, I ain't got time to wait for trouble to find me. One day this handsome devil comes a-walking through the door.
What's it mean?
Well, I was buying a fifth of gin down at the liquor store, and he smiled and gave a wink as he passed by. I mentioned he was hot. Ooh, and I told him I was single, but then again, I might have lied.
Must not have been me.
I only misbehaved a little. I was just trying to have some fun. I tell you, babe, from this point on, I swear you're the only one. I got the devil on my shoulder. They say God will set me free. But oh yeah, I ain't got time to wait for trouble to find me. All right, now, I made it out to heaven, and I saw them pearly gates.
Yeah, I'll bet you did.
Now I grabbed hold of St. Peter's hand and gave it a good shake. Said, I know I'm not your favorite, but I can't wait to get inside. He said, I see you right here on my list, but then again, I might have lied.
You can't do that.
It's not fair, come on. I only misbehaved a little. I was just trying to have some fun. I tell you, Lord, from this point on, I swear you're the only one. I got the devil on my shoulder, ain't no way he'll set me free. But oh Lord, yeah, I ain't got time to wait for trouble to find me. I said now oh Lord, yeah, never had to wait for trouble to find me.
A little Danny DeVito kick at the end there.
Well, if it's Danny DeVito's, it is little. You said it, not me. Oh, goodness.
Whew. That's a fun song.
Thank you.
Did you write that?
I did write that.
Wow.
And I think I figured out why Chuck likes that one, and that's because it mentions God and people doing the wrong things all at the same time. Just a guess.
Chuck Auerbach, you're talking
Chuck
about.
Auerbach.
Yeah.
Chuck knew who I was talking about.
He does like songs that mention God.
He does.
He does. We got one coming up a little later.
We do. A little teaser.
I don't think it mentions God, does it? It's got the devil in it, though.
Oh, it's got
Same
everything.
thing. Yeah, same thing.
Well, it doesn't mention
to
it
Chuck.
directly.
That's all this. Same topic. Well, I got a song about being a bad guy.
Yes, you do.
Not a real bad guy. Just a guy. He's just
I think
a guy.
he's just a guy being a guy.
Just a
actually.
guy.
He's just this guy, you know?
Just a guy, you know. Hopefully my second head won't pop up during the song.
It's a very unfortunate one.
For all of you Hitchhiker's Guide fans. walked up to me and said, look here, Jack. You're looking at me, you better watch your back. The man playing pool, he calls me his little sweet Sue. That's what she said. I said I wasn't looking at you, my dear. Just drowning my day in a bottle of beer. Staring at a picture on the wall, it must have been behind you. But now that you're here, well, I must confess, you look good in your little red dress. And you don't mind me saying, better games and to playing. And I can play all night long. I say I can play all night long. Now little Sue looked at me like she was out of my league. I knew right away she was a little bit intrigued. So I said, baby, oh now baby, don't I even stand a chance? Now I know that your man is big and ugly and mean, but he ain't the biggest or the meanest I've seen. If you don't mind me asking, do you wanna dance under the moonlight while we were taking our turn on the floor? Told that girl just a little bit more, and I whispered what I was saying about the games that we could be playing, and I could play all night long. I say I could play all night long. Ooh, tell me about it now. Turns out that pool man was just a ploy. Wasn't even little Susie's pool boy. Now me and Susie, we're having so much fun, playing together just a one-on-one. You know what I'm saying? We'll never get tired of the games we're playing, 'cause I can play all night long. I say I can play all night long. I say I can play all night long. Ooh, I'll play all night long. Our finger fell off.
You better go pick that up. Put it back.
Yeah, I know.
Oh goodness.
The super glue. I was missing Jeff Shoop in the middle of that song. That's why I had to do a little. Had to give it a little bit of that. Speaking of missing Jeff Shoop,
Yes. Hi, Jeff.
his wife is my cousin.
Yes. Which makes him your cousin too.
She just got older yesterday.
Did she?
She did. So I want to say happy birthday to Lori. My cousin Lori. Happy birthday, Lori. I hope
Happy
it was
birthday.
a good one. I know it was not as big a party as everybody's having. My
Thankfully.
my Uncle Jerry and Aunt Janet had their
50th.
had their 50th anniversary yesterday as well, and that was all by themselves in their house in Whitehall.
Yep.
But they did send out a bunch of pictures of their wedding, and there was this really ugly little dude in those pictures about this tall. He looked a lot like me, but he's a lot uglier. Well, he's younger anyway. I don't know. But he looked
Everyone
like
has an awkward phase.
looked like he was a ring bearer or something. At least he didn't have a broken leg. But anyway, happy anniversary to Jerry and Janet. Happy birthday to Lori. You want to do a happy birthday song?
Sure.
What song should we do?
Oh, gosh. There's so many to choose from.
I know. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, cousin Lori. Happy birthday to you.
Lori says thanks. It was a good birthday.
I'm glad it was.
And Jeff says hello.
We get to go out there. We got to go out there now and then. We play a few gigs out there in Harrisburg area, and that's we haven't done that in a few months for some reason. But we've gotten to see the cousins more often than previous years because of those
that's
gigs.
for sure.
And so we hope that all starts again. Speaking of gigs, last month we were tentative to announce the fact that we were playing out at Vermilion Valley because we weren't sure how it was all going. But we went out there last month, and it was amazing, and it was awesome, and social distancing was absolute.
Oh, yeah.
And we were out on the lawn, and people camped out around us, and so we want to say to everybody in the entire world, from coast to coast, and then all the way around to coast the other direction, which is everybody in the world.
Just say the thing, honey.
Come to Vermilion Valley next Saturday, 7 to 10. We will be there. Bring your
Lawn chairs is my suggestion.
Bring your tents. Bring your Don't bring anything to drink. They got that.
Bring your masks.
They got you covered there.
Yeah, they got you covered.
Bring food though. That's fine.
Sure.
Bring your masks.
Bring your masks. You betcha.
But it was a wonderful experience, and we were so happy to be back out and playing.
There is the one caveat that if it is raining, we have to cancel because we won't play under the pavilion.
Right.
For our safety and everyone else's.
Instruments, and then just like sit in the rain and play. We could do that.
I don't have any crappy ones anymore.
No, I
might have one.
I still have my Yamaha.
I might have one. Yeah, I'd sit in the rain with the one I got. But
okay.
Anyway.
Maybe.
So,
who knows?
But it worked out really, really well. Guy and
wonderful.
Cindy and they came out and had a little tent so that they weren't sitting in the sun, and that was fantastic. And boy, they were there before we were, and we got there pretty doggone early, so it kind of made a day of it. But there were lots of folks that just knew to bring their own chairs and just stayed away from the pavilion, which is fine because there were a couple people who were a little shouty back in that area.
How many people you figure could social distance and safely be in that area? Maybe 400?
If we turn the volume up real loud.
400 or 500.
Yeah, you can go on the other side of the lake if you wanted.
If we turn the rain on, we could have it all muddy, and we could just play Woodstock songs.
Turn the rain on?
Yeah, that'd be cool. We could do that.
Thank you for catching that particular little.
But anyway, it was last month, a month ago, we were
very tentative.
We were tentative about announcing that,
and it was our only gig since Valentine's Day. So we hadn't played out
from our basement.
Right, but we hadn't played outside of our own house in 4 or 5 months.
Right.
So that was part of the reason for our trepidation. But
got no more trepidations.
Nope.
They're gone.
I'm not trepidating anymore.
I think we can get 400 or 500 people in there. I think so. They got a
tasting room's a little small.
Bring a fishing pole.
Yes, you can fish.
Let's do that right now.
Okay.
Let's do that right now. It's a fishing song. I'll do it on this guitar.
Okay.
Let's see if this guitar can handle that song. I think it can.
You gotta be in a different key, though. There you go.
You want me to do that?
For you, not me, man.
Same key every time. She never wants to experiment.
You want to sing it 5 steps lower? That is on you.
So Wim's mom says she really likes this song.
She said that on a whim?
On a whim. Don't make Wim jokes.
have to. It's a spelling joke. Those are my favorites.
But Wim Levin, his mom loves this song, so let's start it again because I had to say that.
Okay.
I have no idea how
I
it
can't
starts.
stop my head from spinning.
That's it. I can't stop my head from spinning and my back hurts to my heels. Lately don't know anyone, don't know the way I feel. Every day gets longer and each minute seems a chore. I don't think I can take 1 minute more. I'm gonna go fishing, cast my cares away. I'm gonna go fishing. You don't need a sunny day. Just around the shore, you find a good spot. Any place is good as long as it's quiet. I got a line and a pole and I'm gonna go fishing. Now you do your thing again. Now my boss came in about 3:45, said, sorry, but you gotta work late. I don't know what he has in mind, but it's gonna have to wait. 'Cause I got a pole in the back of my car and a bucket that's full of good bait. At quitting time, I'm gonna drop me a line. I'm headed on down to the lake. I'm gonna go fishing, cast my cares away. I'm gonna go fishing. You don't need a sunny day. Just around the shore, you find a good spot. Any place is good as long as it's quiet. I got a line and a pole and I'm gonna go fishing. Oh, big fish, little fish, red fish, yellow fish, blue spot on the gill. I like any fish, even little skinny fish. I guess I always will. Catfish, dogfish, underneath a bogfish, underneath a swimming hole. Never saw one that I didn't like swimming at the end of my pole. I'm gonna go fishing, cast my cares away. I'm gonna go fishing. You don't need a sunny day. Just around the shore, find a good spot. Any place is good as long as it's quiet. I got a line and a pole and I'm gonna go fishing. Oh, I'm gonna go fishing, cast my cares away. I'm gonna go fishing. You don't need a sunny day. Just around the shore, find a good spot. Anyone can come as long as they're quiet. I got a line and a pole and I'm gonna go fishing. I got a line and a pole and I'm gonna go fishing. Well, if the fish don't bite, well, that's all right. I didn't really need the fight. There it is. I just want to go fishing. That's the thing about doing songs once a month.
Yes, it is.
If the fish don't bite, well, that's all right. Well, you know, they're in there somewhere, yeah. So many chords. So many chords.
So many inversions of so many chords. All swimming around in your head at
They
one
all
time.
swimming around. I love it. I love it when I start a song and I have no idea what the words are.
You're just lucky you have me, darling.
I was just telling Jack East about that the other day, too. He's like,
Being lucky to have me, that's about right.
yeah, well, that too. I made this guitar. Anybody watching on Facebook knows that this is brand new. We don't even know each other yet. So
You wanna do that one now, then?
it's only fitting that we do a song that we don't know.
Fair enough. Boy.
And we got to get this in. We have to get this in now because we know that our friend Chuck Auerbach. We don't know if he's watching today, but we know that our 5:30 time is a bad time for him because that's when he eats dinner. But
And while we tried to tell him that a whole lot of people just have dinner while watching the show,
right,
like
or they wait till 6
you know.
or 7.
Well, even then.
Well, oh my gosh, it's 6, so whatever. But
Maybe
the
it's
great thing is he's in Nashville.
Central Time, baby.
So if he is watching, it's not even 6 o'clock yet. It's not even 5 o'clock.
He has no excuse whatsoever.
No excuse. So we're going to do a song that he wrote.
Well, real quick, Dale McKay says, Kathy, I may be hallucinating, but it seems like your voice has a little more sparkle since the surgery.
Ooh, well, that's good to hear. I'm still.
It is good.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
It's just because we put the mic closer.
So I still have splints. I don't know where they are. I can only assume they're up in this area somewhere.
They're probably around the bridge of your nose.
That's my guess, yeah, because it hurts like the dickens to wear glasses. But so I went in for a post-op on Thursday, and he, assessed everything and decided that they needed to stay in for another 2.5 weeks, which it feels like forever.
Well, he didn't say that long. You just couldn't get an appointment any quicker.
He said
than
2
that.
weeks, but it became 2.5 because that's all I could get. But yeah, so I am still like I feel like I have a summer cold, that kind of just stuffiness that happens when there's a lot of allergens
Sound better
and
than
stuff.
you did last week, though.
I feel better than I did last
You can say
week.
gong.
I can't say gong. Gong. I'm having to emphasize it now because otherwise it sounds like gone. Gong.
Okay, well, also, Chuck Auerbach says, I have trouble digesting and watching you guys at the same time.
Or he just has trouble digesting what we're doing, that's all.
Well, eating and digesting are two different
Well,
things.
he's going to have to stop eating because we're going to do a song he wrote.
Maybe he can't keep food down while watching you guys or something.
He can't what?
He can't keep food down or something while watching. Or maybe it's a trouble. Maybe he can't do two things at once.
I'm thinking it's totally on his end and not ours.
So anyway, this is the reason, just so Chuck knows, and I can tell a story about it.
Which we know Chuck loves.
But I built this guitar just for this song. And if I played it over here, he would probably like it better, but it's a little harsh. So I'm going to play a little bit warmer sound. But here we go. And if he wants to sing along, feel free.
It's even in his key.
Yeah.
Who knew?
2, 3, 4. There's a gun for every fool. They don't give a damn. Want someone to kill.
Sacrificial lamb, it ain't easy.
Wait until the time is right. Might make it through the day. Get caught up by the creatures of the night. Just a lamb among the lions, grazing while they dine on the bodies and the souls. Once were friends of mine, it ain't easy. Wait until the blade to fall. Counting down the hours till the executioner calls. Our life ain't for the righteous. Couldn't tell you why. Evil is forgiven. Good all got to die. It ain't easy. Trying to beat a demon you can't see. Keep into the shadows. Never figure out who's after me. I signed up for salvation, never from my way. Blood was on the door,
But they took me anyway. It ain't easy.
waiting, knowing that your life don't mean a thing. He had different words earlier. Oh, the devil, he don't care if you're a pauper or you're a king. New guitar just for you, Chuck. I need something to do.
That's right. No boredom around here, guys.
No. So many
such thing.
screws. Still missing a couple, but we'll get them in there. So anyway, thanks, Chuck, for letting us play that song even though we didn't ask you.
Way easier to ask forgiveness than permission.
That's right. That's what it is. I hope you liked it. Hope it wasn't too Grady Miller.
Well, we still had the ooze.
That's
So,
right. We had to use.
That's the part he likes the best, I think.
He says, well done.
Aw. Good song. Good song.
That is a good song.
It's easy to do a good song.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah, much easier.
Didn't even practice.
Greg Adams says, keeping rockabilly alive.
That's right.
Which one are you wanting to head into next?
Well, let's do what you got on the
Do
list
the
there.
Nashville set?
Yeah, let's do what
Mine
you got
or
on the
yours
list.
first?
Let's do yours.
All right.
So actually, we already started our Nashville set, didn't we? Because that's where Chuck is right now.
That's
so.
true. Ooh, nice transition. Well done.
How about that?
It's like you planned it.
Thinking all the time.
Ooh, goodness. It gets warm down here when we turn off the air conditioning because you can hear it on the recording, so it's kind of steamy.
We're recording?
What recording?
Oh, right. Seriously. Shoot. Live.
Oh, I better be careful now.
It's saved for posterity.
We're gonna do a song about a road runs through Nashville.
Yes, it does. Actually,
Not
this
so
road-
much about the road, but about people who drive it.
about me
not so
driving
much
it.
about- not
Not
so
even
much
about
about
people.
people.
It's about me
Just
driving the
about
road.
one little old girl driving that road.
That's right. That's right.
Scared to turn, except around.
No sense of direction.
Everybody else, watch out.
I got lost a whole bunch before I found a road long enough. But yeah, so when I was in Nashville, I attended Vanderbilt University, and it's classical conservatory education. It's tough. It's a whole other level, and you're constantly comparing yourself to others because you don't have any choice. That's how it works, really. And not really worrying about being your best self, but worrying about being the best, and that gets hard. And it's really difficult. And I would get I get angsty and need to go clear my head. But as I've said before, I was not ever blessed with a sense of direction, and so I would get lost very easily. But I found that if I took this one road, which happens to be Highway 100.
That's what
I
the
could
song's
drive.
named
I
after.
know, it's like a coincidence or something.
Well, imagine being in that school, but also having carpal tunnel in both hands.
Well, yes, that's
And
true, and that's the
Playing
part
an
of this-
instrument that uses both your hands.
Yes,
She doesn't
That's
have to
true.
imagine
that's
Yeah, I
true.
know,
it.
but
She did it.
Yeah, it did it well, and
Yeah.
Diana brings up a good point. But the song actually mentions pain, and that it was very literal.
yeah.
And severe carpal tunnel in both hands.
Thank God she had one of those chrome things on her steering wheel to drive with, because this would have been impossible.
I did it anyway.
Redneck.
Did it anyway. But anyway, so this is my tune. This is called Highway 100. 10 miles down Highway 100. Leave the city lights in Nashville far behind. The grass is cool and green. The air's crisp and clean. Taking nothing but the thoughts on my mind. 20 miles down Highway 100. Leave the houses for the rolling countryside. Warm air on my face in summer's sweet embrace, drying all those lonely tears that I cried. And I don't know if I'm ever going back Maybe I'll just leave it all this time. Walk away from the pain, pressure and the game. Finally the choices are all mine. 50 miles down Highway 100, and I can breathe without the whip at my back. Glad to be alone, free and on my own. No one counting score or keeping track. And I don't know if I'm ever going back. Maybe I'll just leave it all this time. Walk away from the pain, pressure and the game. Finally the choices are all mine. At 100 miles down Highway 100, I got the radio cranked up and singing loud. 'Cause this is all I need, the distance and the speed, to pull myself away from the crowd. And I know now that I'm never going back. And I say goodbye to the me that might have been. The road has twists and turns, and some lessons I have learned. Only leaving can teach you in the end.
Nice song.
Thank you.
Robert T. Andrews says, thank you for playing this. One that I have listened to too many times lately. You guys are the best.
Aww. Nice to hear
Thanks,
from you,
Robert.
Robert.
All right. So, this is a song that was inspired by a very quick trip to Nashville that I took, and somebody who also drives a lot. Wasn't you?
Wasn't me.
It was all in my imagination. Well, I've been sitting behind this old guitar more than 30 years, singing songs about my baby in smoky bars, living rooms and county fairs. Seems that everywhere I go, somebody's bound to say, your songs ought to be on the radio. Well, maybe someday, but I ain't trying to write a hit song. I just want her to know that I love her so, and I don't need to get to number one, 'cause she's the top of my charts when the day is done. And I ain't thinking about radio plays, and I get the people singing along. I'm singing for my baby 'cause she's my hit song. Now when the music's up loud and the lights are bright, I can hardly see. It's 'cause I'm out on the road and it's late at night, and in her arms is where I wanna be. And it hits me like a hammer right between the lines, and I'm tapping on my wheel and thinking up rhymes. And if I just can't make it home, well, maybe she can hear me on the radio. But I ain't trying to write a hit song. I just want her to know that I love her so, and I don't need to to #1. 'Cause she's atop of my charts when the day is done, and I ain't thinking about radio plays, and I get the people singing along. I'm singing for my baby, 'cause she's my hit song. Go together like words and melody. Yeah, she makes me wanna dance, makes me wanna sing. She's everything that a song ought to be. But I ain't thinking about radio plays, and I get the people singing along. I'm singing for my baby, 'cause she's my hit song. Singing for my baby, 'cause she's my hit song. She's my hit song.
Well, what are you thinking?
You don't even want to know what I'm thinking.
No, I know. That's probably about right.
I want to do something that's not on the list.
That does not surprise.
Doesn't surprise you?
Do I even know it though? Is it like a song at least I know? Or hello?
I'm just thinking, I probably know this song.
You probably know this song. Oh, that bodes so well for me.
I took myself down to the Tally-Ho Tavern to buy me a bottle of beer. I sat right down near a tender young maiden whose eyes were as dark as her hair. And while I was searching from bottle to bottle for something unfoolish to say, well, the silver-tongued devil he slipped from the shadows and smiling stole her away. I said, hey, little girl, don't you know he's the devil? He's everything that I ain't, hiding intentions of evil under the smile of a saint. All he's good for is getting in trouble.
He's good at that.
And shifting his share of the blame. Some people say he's my double.
He looks like me.
Some even say we're the same. But the silver-tongued devil's got nothing to lose. I'll only live till I die. We take our own chances and pay our own dues. Silver-tongued devil and I. laid down beside him. She knew in her heart that he lied. And nothing that I could have done could have saved her, no matter how hard I tried. 'Cause she'll offer her charms to the darkness and dangers, something that she's never known. Roll in the arms of a total stranger, love her and leave her alone. But hey, little girl, don't you know he's the devil? He's everything that I ain't. Hiding intentions of evil under the smile of a saint. All he's good for is getting in trouble and shifting his share of the blame. Some people say he's my double. Some even say we're the same. But the silver-tongued devil's got nothing to lose, and I'll only live till I die. Take our own chances and pay our own dues. The silver-tongued devil and I. We haven't done that in like 8 years.
Something like that. Not since Tasty Jones, I don't think.
I know.
Oh my gosh. I love that song.
Last time we did that, little Timmy was playing a Telecaster, looked a lot like that.
Yes, he was. That's right. That's exactly where my head was. Wonderful Kristofferson song.
How about that?
Oh,
you
my
know,
goodness.
well, you're going to do a couple songs inspired by Nashville. You might as well do that, right?
Gosh, yes. Possibly the best concert I've ever seen in my life.
That was
was
pretty good, wasn't it?
Kristofferson.
Yeah.
Yep, last year. Thankfully, this Corona thing didn't come around last year. We might have missed that.
Would have missed that. I want to do
Seriously, best concert.
I want to do our last song with this new guitar here.
Which one are we doing?
You got it. It's on your list.
Oh, we're doing that one? Okay, I just want to make sure. Take a second, retune if you need, because no fun doing a song out of tune.
Retune this guitar. I made this guitar to stay in tune for a year at a time. There should be no reason it should ever go out
Oh
of
my
tune.
goodness gracious. All right. I knew a Jumbo was going to have a big old butt, but holy cow. I even changed the lampshade to a smaller one.
You can't have a mini jumbo and a lampshade at the same time.
Apparently
You just can't
not.
do it. You know, what your dad said, we could try this thing out for like 3 months.
I didn't like it, I could
if
trade
there's
it in.
something we didn't like, we could tell him, maybe we change it. So maybe a smaller body style?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's reasonable.
See, the thing is, we have no idea who's watching. And in fact, that was something I wanted to address today.
Uh-oh. We have something on the agenda?
I always have an agenda.
Yes, that I know.
I know.
And every now and then you tell me what it is.
Well, I mean, I think I know that it's possible to watch without anybody knowing you're there. Because not everybody wants to say something. But then that means we don't ever know if anybody was there or not. And there might be people who,
It's Schrodinger's podcast.
It is. It's Schrodinger's podcast. But if any of you cats
If
out
we're
there...
live and nobody watches, were we live at all?
But if any of you cats out there... Get it? Cats?
Yeah, I got it.
I know. It's so funny.
Our listenership is really smart. You don't have to put those out there. You don't have to clarify.
Just for that one person. You never know. But it would be cool if everybody who wanted to know that, wanted us to know that they were here would just
Roll call.
say hi.
Yeah.
Or like a smiley face or something like that, just so we know you're here.
Oh! Before I forget, so we've been working on ways
I was
to.
talking.
Yeah, you do that for a long period of time.
Jeez,
If
I
I
interrupt
don't
you
interrupt,
like 15 times, and then you think you can interrupt
I
me
know.
once?
Seriously. All right, so before I forget, shh. Before I forget, when we get to the end of this broadcast and we close out, we stop it. If you sit for just another 10 seconds on your computer or your phone, it's going to ask you, do you want to be notified when this page goes live again? And it's way easier to find us if you click yes. Now, if you don't like what we're doing, then, you can click no, I suppose.
Yeah, say no.
You know where we'll be and where you don't want to be, I guess. But but for those of you who always have a hard time finding us, and we've been experiencing this with his mom's gong show. I guess that's what we call
Gong
it.
show!
So anyway, trying to find it this afternoon was a little bit of a challenge. And with Lisa Grady, his sister's help, we've got we're trying a new system here. So click yes, I want to be notified, and that will help a lot. And then when you get that notification, you just click on it and you're right in the thing. But if you log off like right as we're ending, you won't ever see that screen. We have to actually finish the live broadcast. So that's my little
okay.
that's my little ad for how to find us more easily.
So hang on until we click the off button, and then
Right.
it'll say, "Hey, do you want to?"
Yes.
Okay.
Our live broadcast has to completely end, not
'Cause if
just
I
that
had
we
to
stop
find
talking.
us-
I'm still talking.
If I had to find us, I couldn't do it. I wouldn't know how.
You're right there. He's trying to find himself, everybody. You would think that quarantine would have given him the opportunity to do that.
I just
But-
make guitars.
Anyway, so that's my little thing that I've been meaning to say for the last hour. That, and thank you to everybody who is listening. Thank you for those wonderful people who give us tips. Mm-hmm. Every single cent makes a difference.
Yes, it does.
Oh my gosh, it really, really does.
Yes, it does.
Teaching online has sustained us, but it's just enough there. So those tips have really, really
Yeah.
helped, and we want to thank those who have given to us.
Living on the
It's
edge
been
is a hard
wonderful.
place to live.
Well, it's pointy.
It's pointy.
All
This
right.
might be a little loud in the room, but hopefully it'll be okay out there.
I'll just have to belt. Anyway, so we're going to finish up with one last song. Thank you so much for listening.
It's a song-
I really appreciate
Title
it.
of our last CD.
Title of our most recent CD.
Yes, our most recent CD. We got another one coming.
We're working
At
on it. We're
least.
trying. But
And then we're going to do a Christmas CD.
No. Okay, then. Anyway, so this is Union Street. A lot of you already know this tune. Wrote it about a house that I saw that's no longer really going to be a house anymore. I believe it's been sold, and it's going to turn into yet another corporate park or who knows what on its way. But anyway, that's where this came from. Thank you so much for watching. We really appreciate it. Thank you to Rhiannon Miller for being our producer extraordinaire.
Thank you, Rhiannon.
Yet another week. It does make it easier to buy $227 worth of food, knowing that I'm paying our producer with it.
That's at Aldi.
That's at Aldi, man. Yeah, that would have been $500 over at,
That's like
at Giant Eagle.
That's like dog years.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you to Wade for being our live audience.
He is.
He's on his phone.
He's still alive and in the room. He's all we've got.
Play the song, baby.
Anyway, this is Union Street. Thanks again, guys. Looking through a broken window at memories of how we used to be. This old house is empty, but it used to hold our lives. Our wounded hearts when love went bad, and all the good times we ever had. These walls cradled us when we cried, 'cause that's the way we made it. That's the way it's always gonna be. We got the love back that we gave it, and all us kids were better off for skinning up our knees. here on Union Street. The tree we planted when we moved in was taken by the wind, but the front porch Daddy built still stands. I can see him on those summer nights, on the porch swing in the moonlight, that old beat-up guitar in his hands. 'Cause that's the way we made it, that's the way it's always gonna be. We got the love back that we gave it, and all us kids were better off for skinning up our knees. Here on Union Street, the roses in the garden grew more thorns than blooms the summer that Daddy passed away. We lived and died here in these little rooms until we told the bank we couldn't pay. The day we moved, the sky was gray, but it just couldn't rain. Mama was crying as we closed and locked the door. We all gave her one big hug and said this house gave us a lot of love. We're going to carry it when we go, 'cause that's the way we made it, that's the way it's always gonna be. We got the love back that we gave it, and all us kids were better off, all us kids were better off for skinning up our knees. Here on Union Street, here on Union Street.
She wrote that. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next week.
Take care.
Or at Vermilion Valley on Saturday.
And remember,
7 to 10.
give it an extra 10 seconds. Click the get notified button, okay?
Or not.
Or not. Free will. Bye.